JLR investigates. Come on in, everyone. We got a situation unfolding in real time. Haltom City, just outside Fort Worth. Apparently, there has been some sort of shooting on an officer, and now there's a suspect barricaded in some sort of establishment right now, and there's a heavy police presence right now. The entire street, as you see here, is filled with law enforcement. What in the world is going on here in Texas? And we're monitoring the situation. Chopper in the sky, and there's something going on here. You see some sort of trailer there in the middle of the road. Come on in, folks. We're just going to sit here. There's no sound to it, so we're just going to talk together and see what's going on. This is real time, folks. Real time. And they got all the streets blocked off. And what they're saying is there's dozens of police vehicles at the intersection of North Beach and Elinor Street. This is just outside Fort Worth, Texas. I looked on the map. It looks like Haltom City is just to the northeast of Fort Worth. And this is what's going on. And I'm trying to gather information, jumping on live. We're monitoring the situation, some sort of standoff going on right now. So we're going to sit here and see what's going on. But you can tell there's numerous police all over the streets there. And I'm going to get on the map and actually look at the address here to see like what is in the vicinity to try to get more of an understanding. This stuff just broke within the last 20 minutes or so. Come on in, JLR investigates. If you're from the area, if you want to fill in some information or help and assist, that would be greatly appreciated. To find out exactly what in the world's going on. It looks like there's a business right there that is called, I think it said National Supply, National Wholesale Supply. Looks like there's one particular business there, and Cloud9 Smoke Shop. And apparently they've also issued a shelter in place. And this is Tarrant County. Northeast 28th, blocked west of Beach. Northeast 28th. Northeast 28th. Northeast 28th. So here you go, folks. Let's analyze the situation. Whoa, look at a lot of police. Major situation going on right now in this area. And it looks like you see fire trucks there. Okay, there was some sort of motorcycle shop there. It said Mr. Motorcycle. All right, so there's something going on maybe that it looks like there was fire trucks in Mr. Motorcycle. Mr. Motorcycle. Let me see exactly where Mr. Motorcycle is. Mr. Motorcycle, so we can kind of get an idea. Mr. Motorcycle. Okay, so Mr. Motorcycle is on Northeast 28th Street and North Beach Street. So it looks like just all in that area. Across the street, there's a burial park, People's Burial Park. Next door is a Dollar General. You see the flashing lights. What in the world is going on here at this scene? And it looks like the situation is still fluid. Tarrant County, Texas. Come on in, JLR investigates. Haltom City. So I'm going to the Haltom City Police Department Twitter page. They haven't put anything out. This might be a county thing. A shooting, they're saying, the media is saying a shooting left one police officer injuring, working to confirm reports of a barricade suspect with hostages and a possible BOMB. Okay, folks, so they're saying that there's a situation here where there could be hostages. Could be hostages and could be some sort of bomb. That's what's being reported on Twitter. It looks like they are positioning themselves. This could be very bad, folks. Very, very bad. So, again, this is fluid, so some of this information might not be correct. I'm just going by off tweets and what other journalists are saying. So Kristen Diaz, a news reporter with Dallas KRLD, is saying possible hostages, a situation with possible hostages. They are engaging with an armed suspect, Tarrant County. And there's a shelter in place. So they have not lifted the shelter in place. Shelter in place. And they have not lifted the shelter in place. So come on in, folks. We are monitoring this developing situation here in Texas. I see a lot of people in the chat. Welcome aboard. Anyone from the area that could fill us in, but I would say it's safe to say stay away from 28th Street, Northeast 28th Street, and North Beach Street. It looks like also Elinor Street and Ola Lane, right in that area. Elinor Street, Ola Lane. We saw the images of a Mr. Motorcycle. I don't know if that's the place, what's going on. Man, there's a lot of authorities there. A lot of people there. Thank you for the super chat, baby kisses. Thank you. I appreciate that. So it looks like there's vans, crime scene vans, or like it looks like a Family Auto is right there, a place called Family Auto. That's the way I see it. They got police all over the road. It looks like more police are arriving. These definitely look like law enforcement type of vans, like tactical SWAT team vans. I see numerous vehicles, white law enforcement. Looks like county sheriffs. Okay, so you see there, it looks like green fatigues. There is people standing around. It's the QT station. I see a gas station there, QT station. And a bunch of fire trucks. So it doesn't look like they're at ease, and it looks like everyone is standing. Is it going on in this motorcycle place? Or somewhere nearby? Look at there's the green SWAT van. That is their SWAT. So they got SWAT there too, folks. Yep. So we're seeing this in real time. Come on in. What is that called? A Barricaded? I see some spectators there at QT station. QT station. I'm going to look on this map a little bit more. QT station there. Looks like right in that area is also a Church's Chicken. Panther Auto Sales. So I'm just naming the businesses around. I don't know what businesses are affected here. There's a Dollar General nearby. Yeah, we're monitoring this. Wow, look at the police. Look at that huge police presence, man. There has to be dozens of law enforcement there. Look at all that. I mean, is that crazy or what? Dude, that's huge. Huge law enforcement presence. Oh, look, they brought out some sort of vehicle. What is that vehicle? Does anyone know what that is? What is that thing? Experts, please. What is that? bomb catcher. That's a bomb catcher? A rammer. Robot. This is interesting. This is real time, folks. Wild world we live in, right? That's at Fort Worth fire. We got some sort of ramming device coming. Bomb robot. I don't know what it is. You guys are coming up with a lot of some of you might know what it is. I don't know. It's called a rook. A rook? Thanks for the information. A rook. I'm gonna look up rook. Yeah, it looks, yeah, looks like a rook. It does look like a rook. What's happening here, folks? They tear down buildings. We'll see what they do. Looks like a suspect somewhere. We'll as soon as we see a shot of where they're going, then we'll know what building it's at. Somewhere around there. Wallbuster. LE's on it. This is Texas, folks. This is Texas. Fort Worth. Tarrant County. We'll see what happens. What in the world is going on here? Yeah. Very, very interesting. I'm trying to get more information as we proceed on Twitter. Twitter probably gives the most accurate as far as real time what people are saying. Deputy's condition is still unknown at this time. Possible hostage situation. Oh, man. Okay, here it goes. It's going past tires. Where is it going? They used a rook to access Pulse nightclub. Yeah, that was a disaster, right? So it looks like that rook is going across the street from Mr. Motorcycle. So Mr. Motorcycle is Ola. So this is going down Elinor Street, maybe to the RV park. There's an RV park. It goes past Memo's Auto Body and then to something called Pat's Court RV Park. Is that where this bad boy is headed to? Might be that. I'm looking on the map at the same time to try to figure out where exactly this thing's going. Yeah, not giving an update on the officer isn't a good sign. Thank you for sharing that information, Linda. From my experience working in EMS, they usually say a condition if they don't know they are contacting family. Thank you for sharing that. All right, so you notice they got spectators standing down there by the QT. So I think it's something going on across the street. All right, so there's the Church's Chicken. Across the street at the QT. It looks like that rook went down Elinor Street. They need to get the camera on there. Man, look how many people are there. It's like 50 law enforcement. It's like 50 something law enforcement, folks. Easy. All right, you notice the cop in the center there blocking the road. That's the road across from the motorcycle stop. That's Elinor Street. That looks like that's where this thing is going on. Something is going on. Okay, somebody said, Sassy Cat said, yes, RV park. There is an RV park back there. That road right there, they got that blocked off. Maybe something to do with an RV. Yes, don't mess with Texas at all. All right, so I'm looking. It could be RV park. And people are telling me it's Rook, like book, Rook. So I apologize for that. Rook. Yeah, Rook. Rook. Learned something new today. Said Rook. Rook. Thank you for the correction. That's why I need you guys in this chat sometime. That's why I need you in the chat. Yeah, Rook. Yeah, I actually Googled it and it came up as a bird. I had to put device. Mr. Motorcycle. Yeah, why didn't the maybe folks, maybe the camera or the chopper was law enforcement told the chopper do not show our position to give the suspect any warning of where we're at or where they're at. And that might be the situation too. Okay, so recap, there's some sort of standoff situation, possible hostages and a bomb. Haltom City, just northeast of Fort Worth, Texas, Tarrant County, and there's a heavy law enforcement presence near the Mr. Motorcycle, 28 North 28th Street, North Beach Street. And there are reports of possible hostages and somebody with a bomb. It's a big deal. These type of things never end well. That's what's being reported. Now, it could be somebody claiming they got something, they don't, but it looks like they have like bomb squad there and those type of it's a fluid situation. In Texas, but maybe the reason why they didn't show it go into the house because they just don't want to warn the suspect. I think that might be a theory here. They don't want to warn the suspect about the situation. It looks like an entire block radius full of law enforcement, literally. There could be 100 law enforcement officers there. No, when I say there could be 100 law enforcement here. 100. I mean, look at that. Debbie, thank you for the gifted memberships. Appreciate it. Some lucky person received 1 gift membership to JLR Investigates. We appreciate all of you. This is a channel where you will get boots on the ground and breaking news in real time, true crime, storms, border coverage. We do a lot here. When JLR Investigates, come on in. All are welcome. And please share your opinions. Don't be scared to share your opinions. Be respectful of other people's opinions. We like all theories. We want to get to the facts, want to get the truth, but in the course of getting facts and truth, we do speculate until we get the truth. Just read deputy was shot 3 times while serving a warrant, and his injuries are not life-threatening. Okay, well, that's good. So if that's the case, praying for the law enforcement's family. Police have issued a shelter in place. Okay, so here's the thing. Ashley Moss, a reporter for CBS News Texas, just tweeted out and said, officers in serious condition. A deputy, sheriff deputy, has been shot and is in serious condition, according to MedStar. What in the world is going on here? Now, if there's somebody in this RV park and a home, will they come out and surrender and do the right thing? Or is there going to be gun blazings? It's not going to end well for the suspect. We know that. It's not going to end well for the suspect. My concern is law enforcement getting hurt or injured or dying in the process. The suspect's days are numbered here. So this suspect needs to just come out and surrender. I don't know what the person's thinking, why they would do this. We don't know what the warrant was about. We don't know the suspect's name. We don't know if it's a male or female. I'm assuming, it's probably a male. Crime with Bobby. Nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. But in the course of these lives, sometimes we say, like I was calling it a rook. That's why I need you guys for information to come through. We don't like purposely misinformation, but in the course of a fluid situation, sometimes misinformation and stuff doesn't come out, but we correct it as we go. But it's important to get this out too, to share and see how this whole process works. And we don't know anything about the suspect, reasons for the warrant. It's always dangerous serving warrants on anyone. Anything can happen with a warrant. You got to take caution as law enforcement, because you're going to execute these warrants. And yeah, it looks like it's in that RV park right there, that RV park. But and there's no volume to this live feed, so just letting you know. That's why I'm talking. Haltom City. Come on in. JLR investigates. Haltom City. SWAT team standoff. We are monitoring. All right, so I'm going to Google around and see if I can get some more information as this is unfolding. And if you have any information, correct information, or anything that will help bring awareness, please share in the chat. Or anyone from the area that is watching. All right, so there was a large police presence after a Tarrant County Sheriff's deputy was shot on North Beach Street. Tarrant County Judge Tim O'Hare says the deputy was shot 3 times while serving a warrant. Says it does not appear life-threatening, though another reporter said it was serious condition. All right, I don't know what this chopper's doing, but this chopper needs to go back. Is the chopper leaving? Let's see if we can get another. Hopefully the chopper's not leaving, because I like to see what else is going on here. Is the chopper fueling up? All right, we wait for the chopper. I don't see any other live report, so I'm going to scour around, see if I can find another feed if there is one. I want to know what the outcome is to this situation, for sure. Okay. Now we got another location. Is this the hospital? Why did they take it off the aerial shot? Maybe they're doing that to refuel or something like that, and they'll be back. That's a possibility too. It seems like that's the emergency center. But I don't see any other feeds what's going on right now. So we're waiting to see. Chopper could be fueling. Maybe they told the chopper to go away. And that's a possibility too. I want to make sure we see this in real time. Okay, so they posted that the chopper is currently going to refuel. This is a shot from the hospital. We will return live coverage as soon as the chopper returns. Okay, so folks, what they said was the chopper is refueling. This is a live scene at the hospital of what's going on, and they say that the chopper will be back soon. So we're going to sit and wait. Melissa South, I want to see what the what's going to happen. So that's the only feed that I see dealing with this situation. Trying to get more information. Still engaged with an armed suspect at Chester Boyer Road and 28th Street. So it's Chester Boyle, they're saying. Where's Chester Boyer? Chester Boyer. Chester Boyer. So we'll wait for the chopper to come back. Come on in, JLR investigates. We're waiting for the chopper to come back. Thank you, Melissa. You saw it across the screen. I'm going to look at Chester Boyer, see what I can find out of there. Why do they have it all the way at Chester Boyer? That's strange. Is it blocks away that they have all this? That makes it interesting. So the chopper will be back shortly. And then we'll get this is a live feed at the hospital nearby, Haltom City. So we'll wait. We wait. Where's the other news? Fox 4, the helicopter is currently going to refuel. No, we appreciate the coverage for sure. I mean, if we had it made, folks, we'd get it. JLR Investigates would invest in a chopper. We'd be in front of the sky too. Darcy face. Thank you. Is this a high crime area? What is this is a suburb of Fort Worth. So this is a city in the state of Texas located in Tarrant County. It is the Mid-Cities region of Dallas-Fort Worth. The population is 46,000 people at the 2020 census. Blow myself up, Magnolia, while we wait for this to come. All right, so we're going to wait, folks. I don't want to end the stream quick because I feel like these people will come back. Something got blocked on their end there, so we're just waiting for it to come through. I think the chopper will be back in a few minutes. Mark Willis, great coverage, as always, JLR. My cousins live 20 minutes from there. Can't get a hold of him, though. Yeah, local residents, if you know anything of what's going on, what you're hearing, what the scanner is saying, love to hear. I'm trying to get details of the situation. The deputy was shot near North Beach Street and Elinor Street. But they're saying they're stay away from Chester Boyer Road and 28th Street, which is like a block away. It's quite a distance away. So I don't know what they mean by that. Like, is the situation... Did the situation happen at one location and the suspect went somewhere else and barricaded? That could be it. You know we're going to get a press conference out of this. Probably get a press conference out of this. But it's still definitely still unfolding. There's a shelter in place. This is another stark reminder of the dangers, faces, and sacrifices made by law enforcement community on a daily basis to keep us all safe. Dozens of police units, including many with the Fort Worth Police Department, has responded to the scene. A developing story. All right. Yeah, they got it all blacked out. Well, Magnolia, what we could do is we could reverse it and show it earlier as we wait for the feed to come back. If we want to go back and show what's happening, and then when it comes back live, we can share, you know, once it comes back, once the chopper comes back, we could do that as we wait, just to show you what the scene. We're gonna reverse it a little bit so you can see back, reverse it back some, Magnolia, like halfway or something like that, until the feed comes back, and then we'll, yeah. So I'm gonna make myself smaller. Okay, so what's going on, folks? I'm just showing you a perspective here. This is a little bit behind. We're going to wait till the feed comes back, and then we'll put it in real time while we wait. But this is Haltom City. And I'll get the other feed. As soon as the other feed comes back, we'll put it back in real time. So it's dealing with a situation. What's the temperature out there today? Out there, I think it was 100 degrees, wasn't it? When I was Googling the city, I saw it. Weather. Oh my goodness, it's 102 degrees there. Literally. It's over 100. They're in an excessive heat warning right now. So that even ups the temperature, man. Just, it's miserable being out there. 102 degrees. 28% humidity. Highs today, 105. That's wow. 105 degrees. Like, wow. 105 in that area. Yikes. All right, let's see if we can get we're going to try to get an update. Of course, we're going to probably hear a police press conference. All right, so the Fort Worth Police put out just a few minutes ago, 2900 block of Elinor Street. The media staging is at the QT station, 2321 North Beach Street. PIOs from both agencies are on the scene. So they're already having a media staging. The suspect is reportedly barricaded inside a home. I mean, how is this even possible? Explain to me. Okay, but we're going to take it back in real time. We're back. Magnolia, put it forward. It looks like they're back at the home. We're going to fast forward all the way to real time. There you go. So what they're doing is, you could see SWAT there. This is real time now. The chopper's back. All right, so they got this home here. So it's not a trailer park. I'm going to have to evacuate the residents, like the surrounding homes. I mean, they got SWAT in front of this home here. Yeah, we're in real time now. We're back to real time. The choppers come back at refueled. Looks like duplexes. Yeah, they look like duplexes. I don't know why we're frozen. Okay.
And I wanted to give you a quick update on our deputy. First and foremost, he has been shot 3 different times, but by the grace of God, none of them are life-threatening. So we're doing well there and have been blessed in that arena. Today, they were executing 3 warrants involving sexual assault of a child, indecency with a child, and restraint of a child. That was the suspect. He's a 40-year-old male. I don't have any information on him other than that the deputies arrived on scene, and obviously this gunfight ensued. Still got a hot, active scene where they're at, and that hopefully is being resolved. Our SWAT team has been on scene. Fort Worth SWAT team is on scene, and they're dealing with that situation. But the good news is our deputy is going to be just fine. They don't even expect surgery today, so we will see how he's doing. But he took 3 wounds, once in the arm, once in the back of the head, and once in the lower flank. But he's alert, he's conscious, he's talking, he's seeing his family, and we're pretty happy about that. Sheriff, what can you tell us about him and his service record? Well, I can tell you that he has been here ever since I've been here. He's a experienced fugitive officer and SWAT operator, and he has performed magnificently. He has been decorated and awarded, and he's that quiet guy in the corner that just does his job every day and does it very well. Well, I just thank God that we were a quarter inch off of and that he's going to be fine. Just miraculous because there's pretty close combat as I understand it so far. Of course, there's more details. As y'all all know, there'll be more reports coming out to get more exactly what happened. But yeah, when lost my heart when I was told about that shot. We don't know all that just yet. Is there another subject beyond the suspect in residence? We don't know that either. We just know the scene is hot, and they're still trying to negotiate and try to bring it to an end. And so originally, this was on an unrelated situation. Excuse me? Originally, this was on an unrelated situation. Well, no, the deputy, along with other deputies, was trying to execute felony warrants. Okay. Of the sexual assault of a child. Yeah, sexual assault, unrelated. Yeah. They were going after him. You were here just a couple months ago, hearing you and almost the same spot talking about Deputy Brent Brown. We think back over the last few months and seeing about 2 deputies being shot during that time. Unfortunately, is the times that we have that evil absolutely walks boldly among us and continues to walk among us. And Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, along with Fort Worth PD and the rest of the PDs, are going to stand between that line between good and evil. And yeah, it was just a few minutes ago with Deputy Brown, who, by the way, is on the scene at this shooting and back in service and doing great. Was this deputy
outside of a residence when the shooting occurred, or were they indoors? You know?
I do not know the answer to that, but we'll probably know when we get it up, get more information. Sorry, I don't have a lot of information, but what I do have is great information right now. We're praying that this other situation resolves without anybody else being harmed.
Are we going to get a timeline on releasing the deputy's name and information?
I would think that maybe a little bit later this afternoon. We're still waiting on family issues and want to make sure everybody's connected and make sure that nothing gets ahead of us on that. All right.
Sir, you probably won't be able to answer this, but was he trying to take cover? Because it sounds like he was shot in the back or on the side and then in the back.
I don't know if he was trying to take cover or that the shooter just had an angle on him and opened up on him. I have no idea what's happened yet. And of course, all that stuff will come out. It's pretty chaotic, as you can imagine. And, there's a lot of cops at that scene right now. And, but I have confidence in Fort Worth. And I would like to say that JPS, once again, has just done an incredible job. And they were spot on. The ambulance service was excellent. And we're very fortunate to live in a community where we got great medical care, great ambulance services, and some incredible law enforcement people. Got it? Good? Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry we're doing this on the hottest day of the year, right? So far.
So they'll probably take it back. That was an audio issue on their end. So they'll probably go back to the live and the helicopter here shortly. So I think it will take us back to the helicopter. I want to see the footage from above. So they were executing warrants, 3 of them. You heard the charges. They're the worst of the worst. And then something happened. The situation is still occurring. Was that somebody on a bullhorn?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I went, is there another school? And then I saw the sheriff.
Maybe they take us back up to the sky. That's what I'm waiting for. But we do appreciate the okay. Oh, look. They're going in. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Whoa, they're going in the side. Flashbangs. Look at that. Carried somebody out. Somebody's being taken in an ambulance, folks. Was wild. I just stayed quiet so you guys could just see. You know, I didn't want to talk and interfere. Looks like the situation might be over. They got somebody there. CPR. They're performing CPR. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? That is wild. Chest compressions. I don't think this dude makes it. All right, so he's being taken away. Oh, and here comes the vehicle coming out. The Rook. There it goes. The Rook is leaving. Wow. That is insane, folks. We just saw this, and we're watching this in real time, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. You know, they didn't hesitate, man. They went in and just took this guy out. There was no negotiation, it doesn't look like, or the negotiation was very limited. Like I told the guy, come out or we're coming in. Wow, that was quick. That was hardcore. Yeah, I won't forget this day. Definitely not going to forget this day. Address of 2916 Elinor Drive, Unit 102. Wow. Looks like they went in both doors. ATF is there. I saw ATF. I mean, you clearly see law enforcement protecting their own. That was a bad move, whoever did this. That could be it too. Maybe he took his own life. We don't know what happened. I'm trying to get details. I didn't have this on my radar today. I didn't expect to see this going on. Right? Hartom, Hartom City. I don't even know if there was hostages. I didn't seem like they rescued anyone out of there. I'm trying to find out information, whatever's put out there. PacMed called a MedStar for the suspect. That's what the scanner. There's a scanner traffic report on Fort Worth, and they're sharing some information. All right, there was earlier reports that there was a second person in the structure hiding in the closet. I'm not sure the truth to that. And then a second MedStar for an officer with a very minor injury. This is according to Scanner Traffic, which posts on Twitter. To me, I feel like the guy probably gave up. But we can only speculate. Suspect was 40 years old. Numerous felony warrants. We don't know. We don't know what happened to him. Whether he did it himself or they did it to him, or maybe a combination. They turned the volume off. Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. That was pretty wild to see. We're just gonna stay it on, just see what happens out of this. Yeah, I knew something was brewing. I I pretty much have these like breaking news alerts like every city, and when something jumps off, I'm pretty quick on finding out what the deal is. Very grateful for the live chopper to be able to show us this. And you can see there's huge police presence on this street here. And it looks like it's Elinor Street. Elinor Street. So yeah, that's a big deal. I'm gonna go. So apparently the suspect is still alive. Gotta figure out more deals. I gotta get this other phone. I'll be right back. All right, so we're trying to figure out for sure if the suspect's alive or not. There's conflicting because somebody said the suspect has been taken away, and I'm trying to find out. Okay. So Hartom City. All right, on the scanner, I'm being told on the scanner he was taken into custody and injured. And why do they have people continuing to run on the screen? Still have an ambulance there. I'm going to scanner traffic here. JLR investigate. Hartom City. Well, at least we know this isn't going to be like an all-day standoff. There's just some conflicting. I know somebody posted in the chat that scanner says it's somebody was in custody and injured, but there's conflicting information on Twitter. That's why I'm trying to verify what's legit and what's not. It's possible the suspect is alive, but there's also saying on Twitter that the suspect was taken out. So I'm just trying to. And they're also saying someone else was injured. An officer was injured in the course of this minor injury. So, but we also saw chest compression, someone. So we got to find out who that was. And they took the volume off. There's a couple Twitter accounts that are posting about this. They're scanner traffic reporting out of and I'm not so sure they're going to give all this information out online. TCSO confirms that the suspect is 40 years old. We don't know the suspect's name. It's a 40-year-old male, just to clarify. Oh, we all suspected it was a male that did this, right? Mm-hmm. So according to DFW Scanner, update on the shooting, they put this out a few minutes ago. Suspect is in police custody. He is injured. Smoke is showing from the residence. Fort Worth FD has moved up to control the fire. Scene is secure. Is there a fire there? Because I don't see a fire. I know they had that smoke there, but I don't see an actual fire anymore. Who's in the ambulance? It does look like officers and everyone is more at ease. You notice the police in back of this ambulance. This could be the suspect. Maybe. And think about this: if that is the suspect, and he's in, whatever his condition, you would think if it's serious condition, they would have been moving already, or are they just taking their time? Because the lights are flashing. I know somebody in the chat said if the lights are flashing, it means that someone's still alive. Which is interesting. $100 there today. Quick recap. Tarrant County deputy was serving a warrant on a 40-year-old male suspect, unidentified, and those charges were stuff dealing with children. In the course of executing the search warrant, the suspect took multiple shots at a deputy, hitting the deputy. The deputy is still alive. Then the suspect then apparently barricaded himself inside a residence, and we watched in real time as law enforcement went in there with, I guess, flashbangs and SWAT, and they went in there and apparently got the suspect. Suspect is injured, taken into custody, unclear of the condition of the suspect. This is in Hartom City. It seems like that's the best recap I can give you. chain of events here. Happened a few hours ago, and we're in real time now. As far as the original first shooting, somebody said in the chat that it's weird when the ambulance passed me, it had the lights on but no horn. It's always good to get the truth and see this stuff in real time, though. For sure. JLR investigates. I didn't have this on my plate today. Whew. They're going to follow him to the hospital. I'm suspecting that is the suspect. They're going to follow the suspect to the hospital. You know, if the suspect's alive, they'll probably have him chained on a medical bed while they fix him up. Right? Notice they didn't really rush out of there. If that's the suspect, they kind of stopped the ambulance and stopped. You know, it wasn't like zoom out of the way. Hey, you know, let it take its time a little bit. I wonder if that was deliberate, or if it's not non-threatening. Dude, they literally have one. They have like a police escort. Taking this individual away. Literally have a police escort. Yeah, I didn't expect this. We're gonna see what else they do. Are they gonna go to the hospital? They're gonna go back down to the scene. Yeah, the chopper did a phenomenal job on this one. They'll probably zoom in down there and see who's left. Looks like they packed it all back up, like everyone's leaving. Clear the streets, business as usual. Nope. Look at that. So what happened in those trees in the residential neighborhoods in those trees? Somebody's driveway got all the dirt and smoke. That's where it seems like they went in through the side.
Earlier this. 12 earlier this.
Sorry. Crime scene. Crime scene. Elinor. This is Elinor. Man, I know the neighbors are like, what in the world is going on next door? Imagine you being like a new neighbor and you just move into a house and you're like right around there and you just move in. And then this happens. Price, it affects people, man. This affects people, not only the officers, but it affects neighborhoods and neighbors. I think the sheriff's deputy's okay. He got shot in the back of the head. They don't play in Texas. This is a reminder. In some states, they would probably handle the situation differently. They probably would have sat out there with a bullhorn negotiator or with, a negotiation team and a standoff that would have lasted hours and hours and hours. Different states have policies on how to handle these type of situations. And it seems like from the time this incident occurred, they were in this person's home within an hour. Like I'm sure policy says, hey, give them at least an opportunity to surrender. Hey, so-and-so, come out with your hands up. Okay, you don't want to come out? We're coming in. Bang, bang. It was pretty fast. So apparently there was a fire inside the side there because they got the fire hoses. Wild day. Let's see if I can get some more information for us all. I'm going to actually Google and see if there's a new article out. Nothing new yet. We want to know SWAT removes person from home. The deputy that was serving the warrants was shot in the arm, once in the thigh, and suffered a grazing wound to the back of his head. He was shot 3 times. But the deputy's in stable condition, and his family is visiting him at the hospital. They did not release the deputy's name. God bless him. And he was a decorated career as a member of the department's SWAT team. A standoff came to a close around 2 p.m. 2 p.m. when SWAT officers were seen removing a suspect from a home. I think we're spinning here. There we go. Chopper sometimes does spinning. Oh, what do we got? Is that like all the officers leaving from the scene? It's a lot of heavy police presence. Yeah, that footage, I don't know what they were doing there. They went to another footage and they speeded it up. So this is out front of Mr. Motorcycle. Mr. Motorcycle, which is located at North 28th Street. This incident happened on Elinor Street, right by Pat's Court RV Park. Yeah, they keep cutting to different views. Bear with me. The spinning is on their end. It's going to go away in a second. All right, they're taking you back to the house. Here we go. Here, they busted in that side of the house. You're still looking at live aerial shots of the area. Okay. Well, oh, you were here. Hold on, we're still here.
All right, I think I'm ready for you. I'll set you stand maybe like that. These stretches there. And then just
Who's
ignore
this
the
guy?
camera. I'll hold the microphone for you. Okay.
Okay,
Camera,
witness.
me. First things first, I'm going to start out. Get your first name, your last name. I'll hold it for you. Okay. Get your first name, last name, and spell them for me.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Rudolph Garza. Yes, and I got a phone call from my daughter wanting to know if we're good, how we're doing. I told her, yeah, we're awesome. We're just out and about. And then I told her, she said, well, there's a lot of officers up and down your street. Are you doing good? I told him, yeah, let me look at my phone and my camera and see what I can see. And then I opened it up, and it was sure enough, there was officers in my driveway, up and down the street, and there was a guy barricaded inside his house. He wouldn't come out. They were ordering him to come on out, and he wouldn't do it. So I think that he finally got smoked out, and they got him and everything. So as far as I know, you know, he's been apprehended. So
Did you ever see any police or anything at his house before?
I think he had issues before. You know, I'm not sure what kind, but it must be serious for him. I think they were trying to serve a search warrant, and he denied to come out. So all hell broke loose after that. So
You said you and your wife were at the store when it happened?
right, yeah, I was out getting groceries. My daughter called me she wanted to know how we're doing. I told her, hey, we're doing great. She said, well, there's all kinds of cops and stuff at your house. We just want to make sure you're good. And that's when I checked my phone, and my phone, my camera shows everything that's going on. So.
Is there anything else you wanted to add that I might have missed?
No, that's mainly about it. They finally got it, smoking out, so everything went great.
And you said you live across the street, right?
Right, yeah, pretty much across the street from that guy's house, and yeah, he's been in trouble before. So,
And just one more time, can you say your name and spell it for me?
my name is Rudolph, Rudolph, Garza, Garza.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Yes, sir.
Does your cameras by chance record?
My camera?
Yeah, does it record? Like, is it a ring?
Yeah, it's
Are
got.
you able to share the video? Just kind of either the video or a still of it, just kind of showing the police stuff.
It's kind of dark. I don't know if you're going to be able to.
All right, they had the they're still there. They're still there, folks, at this home here, the 2900 block of Elinor Street. Fire department. You see the driveway. Looks like these flashbangs and maybe some smoke stuff to get in there and pull the suspect out. Did the suspect surrender peacefully, or what? I mean, that information we don't know. We don't know the condition of the suspect. We don't know the name of the suspect. But what we do know is this situation could be winding down. It's just a cleanup at this point. Maybe now a crime scene, search warrant, trying to put out a fire there, clean up the damage. Maybe this is where the investigation officially begins. But man, that was wild. Was he renting there? Does he own the home? Who is the person? Matter of fact, let me see if I can go in my system. Let me see if I can try to find the guy's name. I'm going to go in my Truth Finder. I'm going to put that address in and see who comes up and see if any male comes up as around 40. I may be able to provide us some insight on who the suspect is. So bear with me. I'm going to put the address in, leave it. Okay. Got the address. I'm going to put it in and see what we get. Sometimes this determines who lives in the home. I'm looking for a 40-year-old person. There is a 40-year-old that lives in there by the name of April. There was a 40-year-old. I don't think that's it, though. Name a suspect. There is a 40-year-old that's listed there, but it's a female name. This April's male. So a last name comes up, starts with an A. I'm going to see matching names there. Okay, I might have the person. Let me make a confirmation here. Okay, I got a name. We could have a name because this person has Tarrant County warrants for the same type of charges coming out of that home. A name of Bo William Aurell, Aurell. I'll put the name in the chat. There's someone in that home with some serious charges. Now, if it's not him, it doesn't matter because this guy has these type of charges, and I don't like those type of people anyway. Could be Bo William Aurell. Same type of charge. Matter of fact, let me see. SA, child 17, SA under 17, assault, driving while intoxicated. Bo William Aurell, Aurell, affiliated with this address. Same charges. So let me see if I can get a mugshot and show it to you. I think it's him. If it ain't him, so be it, because that guy has horrible charges and I don't like people like that. So let me see if I can try to Bo William Aurell. Who is Bo William Aurell? Let me see if I can get a mugshot. Let me see. Sometimes they make it so easy to find, right? Bo William Aurell. Let me see. Nope. I can't get a mugshot. Trying to find a mugshot. Looks like he's been in prop. Nope. He's not on mugshots.com. I think it's him. Am I correct or am I incorrect? I think it's him. Bo William Aurell. Same type of charges. What do you think? Who is Bo Rell? Bo William Aurell. All right, search is on. We're gonna put him in. I'm trying to get some information about the suspect. Yeah, just Google his name. That's what I'm doing. Now I was trying to get a mugshot so I can show it to you guys. Magnolia, blow me up. Here you go, folks. This looks like the individual. This individual was living in the house there with that address. I'm not saying that's the guy, but this might be the guy. Bo William, and he was arrested in 1/12/2023 for the exact same charges that they were going out there for. So remember that face. I think that would be him. All right, you can make me smaller. Interesting. We get that before the media gets it. See how that works? Bo William Aurell. Bo thought he was going to get away with it. Right? Did these suspects really who is Bo William Aurell? I'm just monitoring to see what's going on. Bo William Aurell. Oh, Bo. Bo knows how to get himself in some big trouble. Right? Bo knows. Bo knows not to play with the police. Don't mess with Texas. Yeah, what I'm thinking is that he was charged with these crimes before, and maybe he had some sort of warrant. He didn't show up for court, or maybe probation violation or something. Because it seems like the way I'm looking at this, same county, he was arrested on 1/12/2023 on the exact charges the sheriff said that they were going to go in on. So we're at what, 2024, 8/7/2024. So 18 months later, He might have either got adjudicated and got some sort of jail, probation, or refused to go to court, and they were going to get him. The charges are very egregious. I don't even want to say. I don't want to be censored on YouTube by saying what it is, and you guys know what it is. He read the charges. He said it. And we're talking about the sheriff when he was out there. But you hear it first on JLR Investigates. Man, they still got that. They still got one of the SWAT things. Look at all those cars. It's so annoying seeing a home literally like in a residential neighborhood with like 10 cars all over the lawn. You ever see a house like that where it just got cars all over the place? It's not like a junkyard, but it looks like a junkyard, and they just got cars all in front of their home, and they want to like take up every nook and cranny on the property. Maybe they got 20 people living in a house, or just like to collect cars. Always get that one neighbor. That looks like an emergency medical force. MedStar. 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 Yeah, so people are saying that he's no longer alive. That's what I'm saying. The conflicting information, whether he's alive or not. I'm hearing it both ways. Okay, WFAA has now put out saying the suspect is DEAD. He is gone. It's probably why they didn't rush out of the scene like that. Suspect is no longer with us. What's your thoughts? Yeah, I saw that earlier. I saw that, I was conflicted. Conflicting information. Some say he was taken into custody. Apparently, he's not alive anymore. Suspect DEAD'd after standoff. Deputy is in stable condition. Around noon today, they went to serve these 3 felony warrants. He died around a little after 3 p.m. MedStar reported that 4 patients were transported from the scene. The Fort Worth Police Department is leading the investigation. Officials didn't identify the man or provide additional details. I think we know the guy. So we're not going to see a perp walk. We're not going to see a new mugshot. We're not going to hear about a new court hearing. And honestly, again, who benefits from this situation? The taxpayers. The taxpayers. Because if this guy, okay, so they're putting up for a press conference. So let's listen to the press conference. They're setting up for a press conference. Let's hope the volume's good. But now, the taxpayers don't have to pay for the next, what the guy was 40, for the next 50 years of this guy at $40K a year. Right? And also with this guy, whoever the child was, it prevents, now the child doesn't have to be re-victimized by going to court and all that. Money saved. We're a proponent of cost cutting. We want taxpayers to get a break. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's probably clowning around. Apparently, they're setting up microphones as if they're going to do some press conference, and they might. Yeah, the real winners are the children. The children got justice today. And whoever that deputy is, you're a hero. Doing your job and trying to take a monster off the street, and a monster tries to stop. Prayers to that deputy and the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. Jessica says, you need more of these standoffs. I mean, they're not fun, but, you know, they're interesting. That was wild. We didn't really ever see anything like that. What we do on here is we do have like I got these alerts, so I really know what's going on in like real time breaking news pretty quickly. So this just popped up, and I was just like, oh wow, look at this. This could be bad. So we actually saw it. Praying for the deputy and his speedy recovery. Hopefully the deputy's not paralyzed or, you know, life. I mean, he's probably going to traumatize the deputy. Praying for the deputy. Tay's mom said, did the suspect come out on his own, alive or unalive? And that's a great question. Did he do something to himself to avoid apprehension or to be apprehended? Or did they do it? I was not expecting to see this today. But I like to see a press conference. So that's good information. Very good information. Yeah, this guy looks like a, I don't know. He had DV charges on family members too, by the way. So there's that. They're still there. Maybe they'll identify him at this press conference if they have one. If they have one. What a day. This is the part where everyone thanks God it wasn't worse than it is. Kind of debriefing, getting some water, packing up the gear. See, they have protocol too. I believe that law enforcement, when they do things like this, they gotta do all this mountains of paperwork and the scene there. They gotta document everything. Who knows? It might be there for hours and hours. Who knows? And what's inside the home? What's inside the home? How many were in the house? It's interesting because there was a female with the last name as him, 40 years old, that also lived there. A 40-year-old woman lived in that house also. Same last name. I don't know if that's his wife. I don't know if it could be a sister. If he's 40, could his sister also be 40? I don't know. Family member, another aunt, uncle, or aunt. Now, the other person with the same last name as him that lived in the house, I looked up, she didn't have a criminal record. So that's that, at least. Man, that neighborhood was wild today. Oh, Bo. Oh, what's this guy did? He filed a lawsuit against the county back in 2015. Let me see if I can find this. Bo guy filed a lawsuit against the county. Let me see what it was about. Okay, here we go. Ex parte. Something about this could be something. Nah, it could be something about an operational driver's license. There's a court document filed against him, against the county, and it just says against ex parte, 10/20/2015, Bo William Aurell. It says a plaintiff attorney, Jack Duffy, and it's something to do with a petition for occupational driver's license. It's in the Unicourt court system. So this guy 40 or 41? He might be 41. I'm just seeing if there's anything on him. Yeah. Mr. Bo. Come on in, JLR investigates. This is the situation. We're just going to wait and see if they give an update. Follow through with the story. See what my alert on my phone says. See what we got. No, we're looking at other Aurels, man. There's some very bad apples with that same last name. Could be siblings, cousins. It seems like the Aurel family, it runs deep. Criminality runs deep in that family. With the same, I mean, it's not like it's a popular name. It's not like, Smith or anything like that, but it's JLR update in 30 to 35 minutes. So what do we got? A 4:45 update. Haltom City. It doesn't look like they're leaving. Well, I'm just going to sit here and wait. Bo Aurell. I'm suspecting it's him. It might not be him, but I mean, to me, it's like, Same charges, same address, around the same age. Looks like a guy that would do something like this. Not judging a book by its cover. Mr. Creepo. Wait a minute, they still got the place all blocked off. I mean, you could clearly say there's still activity going on. Steph says, JLR, they aren't leaving the crime scene any soon. It has to be processed. They ain't leaving anytime soon. It has to be processed as a crime scene. But you see the heavy police presence. They got that whole road blocked off in front of Mr. Motorcycle. The road that's blocked off is North 28th Street. And they also have a media staging ground at the QT gas station right on the corner. I mean, the law enforcement dwindled down the presence because we seen like massive. I swear I thought it was 100 of them there. I mean, it's definitely I don't know, lost 25% of them. There's still a heavy police presence. Very grateful for the live aerial shot. Haltom City. All right, what do we got here? Back at the scene. Like to get this update, right? JLR, welcome aboard. Crime scene. I like to just get confirmation of what happened. I'm scouring around the net now looking. Mr. Bo. Why? Why, sir? Why would you do this? And you ended up seeing what happened. Right? Viewers are discussing a recent shooting at the suspect involved. They are concerned about the shooter's background and whether he was previously known to law enforcement. Additionally, viewers are sharing. That's the AI. I love that AI summary of a chat when you come in. His spirit has to watch. Dude, in a few hours, this guy will be forgotten. In a few hours, I don't think anyone will ever remember this guy's name. Unless we get some important details, which we might. I'm just scouring around to see if there's some additional information about the situation. I personally never seen anything like that in real time. But yeah. Bo William Aurell. Probably house full of drugs. Who knows what was inside that home? I have a feeling he owned it. Matter of fact, let me see the value of that home. I'm going to get some information about the home, where this occurred. I just want to see Zillow estimation. According to Zillow, it's 1,700 square feet, 6 bedroom, 4 bath, so it's a duplex. So each side, 1,800, 900 square feet per unit. It's a duplex. 6 bedroom, 4 bath. So 3 bedroom, 2 bath on each side. The entire duplex is worth $332,000 according to Redfin. At one point, September 2022, it went up to 364, went down in value. Now it's hovering around 332. Last few years, it was hovering around 300,000. So, does he own both the duplex or was he renting? Now I think it's probably renting. Because there got to be somebody on the other side there, but they went in both doors. And imagine you being the neighbor in the duplex and you have nothing to do with this and they break down your door to get to this guy. They even allowed to do that. Yeah, I wonder who lived on the other side lest they own the entire thing. What's the tax records? Let me see. I'm going to do tax records here. See who owns. I'm going to see who owns. Property search. Here we go. Search by address. All right, we're going to search by address. Let me just make sure I get the address. Property records. We're going to do a property record search. Landlord or unlandlord? All right, let's see. Nothing came up. Haltom. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm gonna look another way. I don't know. I can't find. I wanted to get information on the property tax search. If I had the land glide map, I could probably do it. Oh, law enforcement leaving. Press conference coming soon. Yay or nay? Yay or nay? Let me try something different. I'm going to try to do something different here. Or try to go to land glide, I guess. All right, give me a second. I'm going to get into this land glide. I'm going to see who owns the property. I'm going to do trying to get into a land glide here. Okay, let's see. All right, we're about to. So it's 2916 Elinor. Let's see. I just had it. All right, it's under a trust. Sheikh D. Recoverable Trust from California. So it looks like he was renting. Who was the neighbor that did across the street? Does anyone know? And I say that, so I think this guy was renting. Yeah, I think this guy was renting. Unless he holds a trust. Oh man, his landlord's going to be fuming. The question is, does the landlord know these type of people are staying there, and does the landlord care? I'm always dumbfounded by these when you got these egregious people living places. Is the landlord aware of the people they have living in their duplex, apartment, home? Does he have a Facebook account? Great question. I didn't even look at that. Let's see. Let's see. If he does, he's in violation of policy. They can't, well, I don't know if he's convicted. That's the thing. I don't know if he's actually convicted of this. I don't see Facebook. Well, let me see if that other name that was in that house does. No. Nope. No Facebook, folks. No Facebook. It's not on Facebook. Let me see. Let me see if he's on Instagram. Nope. I don't think he's on Instagram. See if he's on TikTok. He's probably hanging out on Snapchat. Let's see. I gotta turn this down. Let's see. No, I don't think he has any social media. This might be prohibited because of his charges. Yeah. I don't think he has a social media presence. I hadn't seen nothing when I did the check on him. Probably nothing on him. Hey Magnolia, we're gonna play the clip. Yeah, play that, Magnolia. We're gonna play the clip while we're waiting for a potential press conference. We're gonna play the clip the moment authorities went in there. Pretty dramatic here. Yeah, get that together, Magnolia. Throw that in. This was wild. We're gonna take you back to when this happened, when they busted in, pulled them out. Look, they're going in. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Whoa, they're going in the side. Flashbangs. Yeah, I don't think anyone was inside. There's a lot of junk out there. Yeah, this was earlier. Here you go. Look at that. Carried somebody out. Unreal. Now he's no longer alive. Look at that. Yeah, pretty wild. So that was about an hour ago. I'll take it back to live. Unreal. We got to see that in real time, folks. So whether that happened, whether he did something to himself or they did something to him, he is no longer with us. So I'm told that there is a press conference coming up. I just don't know when to give us specific details. I want to get the details because we want to just follow the story through its entirety. So I believe a press conference will be coming up shortly, ladies and gentlemen, with this case. Come on in, JLR Investigates. I've never seen anything like this, though. First for everything, right? We never actually did car chases on JLR Investigate. That happens a lot. SWAT standoffs we've done. We've done SWAT standoffs. There was one in Florida last month that we did at the apartment complex in Brevard County. Or was it Brevard County? It's Eastern Florida. Remember that? Where the guy shot at officers and then barricaded himself in an apartment. We've done Cavalcante, prison escape, running around for days, trying to find an escaped convicted murderer. What do we know about the suspect? The suspect is a up-ahead dude. How about that? Charges are very egregious. They were executing a search warrant, and he tried to shoot at officers. So that's what we know on that front. Yeah, horrible. So what's going on here? Yeah, I'm down with a police chase. I like it when the suspects, I like perp walks. I like when the suspects get caught. Taken in the cuffs. We like those perp walks. So I guess the medical place there in that area is called MedStar. MedStar. Here we go. Hopefully they put the volume up. What we've been waiting for.
Good, sir? Okay. Everybody good?
Are we good?
Stand by. Here we go.
Good.
Turn it up.
All right. Good afternoon. I'm Chief Jennifer Gabbert with the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office. That's spelled
Yeah.
an I-F-E-R. Last name Gabbert, G-A-B-B-E-R-T. We are here for an update for you this afternoon. We are glad to announce that our Deputy Tipton, T-I-P-T-O-N, Deputy Tipton is doing well and will likely be released from the hospital as early as this evening. He was struck 3 times. It does not appear anywhere life-threatening. and we are glad to hear that he is going to be going home soon. I'm going to introduce to you Sergeant Wagner from the Fort Worth Police Department. She's going to give you an update on the rest of the scene and what has occurred since our last media briefing. Thank you.
Can you give us Tipton's first name, please?
Todd, T-O-D-D.
Good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Leah Wagner, W-A-G-N-E-R. I know today has been kind of a scary day for everybody in this community. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of traffic, and we want to tell you first off that we appreciate everybody's patience and their understanding while this unfolds. Our priority is the safety of our citizens as well as our officers. So thank you. What we have for an update right now is that this is still an active scene. However, there is no current danger to the community. The suspect is confirmed to be deceased at this time. What we don't know at this moment what I cannot confirm is whether or not that the suspect was shot, but we cannot confirm whether or not it was self-inflicted or by shots received by officers. At one point, the suspect did state that there were people in himself, and that was a concern. However, when officers cleared the residence, no one else was located and no other injuries were reported at that time, other than several SWAT officers who received minor injuries from glass at the scene. Because this is an active investigation, this is very preliminary. We don't have much more details. We'll do the best that we can to answer your questions, but just please understand that it is still very early. Now I'd like to pass this on to Chief Neil Noakes, who will step up with a few words.
Thank you. You know, in the policing world, we see ourselves as one big family, regardless of where officers, deputies, or agents may actually work. And whenever one is injured, it hits home. But especially when it literally hits home right here in Fort Worth, Texas, in Tarrant County, and we have a Tarrant County Sheriff's deputy who's been injured, violent, sick, twisted criminal. Someone who decided he wanted to try to take out some officers today, but thankfully he was not successful. Please know that we've had tremendous support today from other local law enforcement agencies, obviously from the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office, but also the state and our federal partners as well. We'll continue providing a bit of support we can, and we know our federal and local and state partners will do the same. It does my heart good to be able to stand up here today and tell you, though, two things. One, Deputy Tipton is going home, and two, there's a violent criminal who is actively trying to kill deputies and officers today who is no longer a threat. And we're very early on in this investigation. I don't know that there's much more information that I can provide, but I do want to open it up if you have questions, and I will do my best. The injuries, I would actually defer to Chief Gabbert on the injuries to the deputy.
There were 3 injuries. He was struck in the back of the head. It's a grazing wound. He does have shrapnel, but he is going to be okay with that. He was struck in the arm, and he was struck in the lower back.
Chief, can you tell us if the sheriff has spoken with Tipton at all, and what?
Yes, Sheriff Wayburn is at the hospital, has been at the hospital since soon after Tipton arrived there, and has been there to support him and has spoken with him, yes.
The original charges of these warrants were for Lieutenant out of Fort Worth, Tarrant County. What can you tell us around the original crimes that these warrants were for?
I can't confirm the agency. I can tell you that our officers were serving the warrants, and they were warrants: sexual assault against child, indecency with a child, sexual contact, and unlawful restraint under 17.
Was there any indication at all that this man had a gun at all? That were deputies concerned about that ahead of time?
Ahead of time, I don't have that information. I'm sorry.
Can you please confirm whether, I think I heard exchange gunfire, does that mean that the suspect also shot?
We don't have those. We don't have that detail yet. We do know that the suspect shot our deputy.
I can give a little information on that.
I'm going to turn that back over to Fort Worth.
As far as the initial encounter with the Tarrant County deputies, I cannot confirm anything on that yet. We're still working to find that out. What I can confirm is when our SWAT officers were forced to make entry because there were threats to supposed hostages that this man said he had inside. That suspect fired at my officers as they approached, and they did return fire.
What was said about the hostages that he claimed he had?
Just that he had hostages. Don't have any further information. No, ma'am.
Is there any indication that he was lying in wait? I don't know, like God forbid this be an ambush of some kind. Is there any indication that that was?
That was definitely a fear. We already knew that he was violent. We already knew that he was armed. So obviously the threat of an ambush was a huge concern for us.
And how does that change then how you guys come in on a felony warrant? And did that happen here?
Well, normally in a situation like that, we're not going to force entry unless we have to, unless there's a threat of life to someone other than the person we're trying to arrest. In this situation, the information we were given by the suspect led us to believe that there were people inside and their lives were in danger.
You guys are doing the investigation. What happens next?
We have our major case unit on scene. The district attorney's team that comes out to investigate incidents like this responded as well. As is usual, our internal affairs unit will have their own investigation. Just started. Obviously, we don't have a lot of information to give about each of those specific investigations, but it will be investigated very thoroughly.
Chief, the SWAT officers, are they PD who were injured by the glass, and what was happening during that moment? How did the glass?
Yes, ma'am. The SWAT officers that were injured were all Fort Worth Police Department SWAT officers. And during part of the breaching process, when they broke a window, that's when the injuries were sustained. And that's as far as we know at this point.
But they're not hospitalized.
I don't know if they're going to have to seek medical treatment beyond what they did on scene, but there were multiple who received injuries from that glass.
You guys, I mean, are y'all naming the suspect? And if not, at least give us more information as to who this man is.
What did you release that information already?
We have not released it.
Okay, give us a little bit of time on that. We will get that out, but let us make sure we have everything set up the way we need to before we release the name.
What would you say to members originally responded?
I'm sorry, go ahead, Stephen. That I can't confirm at this time. Sir,
How many deputies originally showed up to serve?
not sure the number of deputies that showed up originally, but we'll get that information out as soon as we
When
can.
will residents be allowed back in, I guess, if you're saying that it's still an active situation, but no danger?
Well, initially we had more of the residences cleared out just to make sure citizens were safe because we didn't know what might happen. As we're making it safer and collapsing down the size of that scene, we're letting people back into their home.
What would you say to members of the community who have lost trust in law enforcement and say if somebody shows up with a gun, I'm not open whether they have a badge or not?
Okay, first of all, it's a ridiculous question. Second of all, whenever we're talking about trusting law enforcement, sir, we had multiple officers from multiple agencies come out here and put their lives on the line to protect the residents of Fort Worth. They did their job like true heroes. For those who don't trust us, I wish they'd look at the actions of officers like this that we see every single day. That's my answer, sir.
All right, that's it.
We're
Thank
done.
you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. Any
Oh,
other
he-
further, go ahead and send to police media at forwardtexas.gov. We will provide updates as we get them. Thank you very much.
We'll have Spanish
Yeah,
sound right now.
some journalist asked some stupid question
And the sound is going to be very similar.
and
to
it
that.
ticked them off.
So the question, like I said, the Spanish sound will be very similar to that.
I couldn't hear the question, but it was something
I
to
have no
do
idea.
with like distrust of law enforcement. It definitely wasn't a reporter. It was some sort of activist or somebody. It sounded like. That's wild. All right, blow me up, Magnolia. All right, folks. So they didn't say the suspect's name. We said it on JLR Investigates. I'm assuming it's him. Wild stuff, right? Wild stuff. We've been here for about 2 hours and 2.5 hours, and didn't expect that today. And kudos to law enforcement out there. And I'm glad the situation wasn't worse than it already was. And they, praying that no one else got hurt. And they took out the suspect, and they did what they had to do. Don't mess with Texas. All right, folks, I'm JLR Investigates. I'm signing off. Been on for a while. I'm going to take a break, and we cover true crime 24/7, 365. If I get any more information out of this case, I will share with all of you. Have a good day, everyone. Until next time, please be safe. JLR Investigates.